freeze-dried cilantro. So I still need to move all this stuff over so I can paint this corner, this area that hasn't been painted yet. In the time that I stopped and started doing other things, because all that stuff was sitting there, I decided to start working on the window framing. So you can see I have a piece that I've already put up here. I'm about to put the side pieces on after some paint dries. I painted the back side of that piece of wood, but I'm gonna leave the front side wood colored just to add a little different look in here. I did paint the bottom of it white. I just decided I'll just keep all of that white. But I went out and so when I was putting this in, you can see I've got a little space back here where the window is pulled into the room a little further than the drywall. And part of that is because of the way I lined up the window. It is touching the doors when you close the doors outside. So I had to come in here a little bit, but I thought, hey, I'm gonna take advantage of that. You see up here, I've got a gap behind my molding. And so I decided, hey, I'm gonna take advantage of that gap. I'm going to put some lights in there. So I ordered myself one of those LED lights that you can put on the back of your TV to make little glow around the back of your TV. I'm gonna cover it up with the trim like I did at the top. And you're gonna get this little halo glow all around the window area. So if you don't feel like opening up the window, you can turn on a little light around the window and have some, I don't know, change the atmosphere. So this will be my wood side. I'm gonna paint the backside white to help that light reflect and get out of the corners better. Nice and solid. That line of light. Knocked out part of my lights. This is not good. Well, from this corner right here, it looks like the rest of the light string went out. I'm trying to figure out what happened. I'm pulling the molding away, and it's looking like this nail was going right across the top of that piece of wood and sliding underneath the tape. And it looks like it must have shorted it out right there. I might look up and see if I can just find something that'll skip across this light and just join those connectors to the next connector down here. So from those copper tabs to these copper tabs, I might be able to buy some kind of connector. The whole string of lights is so cheap, being, I don't know, $12 or $13. It might be worth it just to replace the whole thing instead of trying to do that, but I'm gonna look into it. I've decided to name the guineas Car Alarm Noise. If you see them, you'll remember which one's which, I'm sure. I try to get as much as I can out of my wood, so I took a piece kind of like one of these and I cut a whole bunch of little 1/2-inch slats out of it. But now these are 2 inches wide. I need them to be about 1.5 inches. So I set my saw 1.5 inches. I'm about to run some of these, but I got to get a cord and I got to plug it in. Actually, I wonder if the table saw cord will reach. Yes. Why didn't I think of that before? Because of the thickness of the container, when we set this door in, it did not come out even with the drywall. So we can't just put a piece of trim right straight onto the front edge of the door. So that's why I'm building out this piece of wood. So now instead of nailing the trim directly to this piece of wood, I'll nail it to this piece of wood. We'll put it out here on the wall. We might use the same thing we're gonna use around the window there that I had to pull down. I've ordered a new light and I'm gonna put new light strips up there. Claire's helping me by putting on these switch plates and outlet plates. All the areas that have gotten 2 coats of paint, she's already got them installed. This cabinet was saved from the original house, and we're going to go ahead and use it in here as a storage area in the she shed. I've screwed it to the wall, and now I'm starting to put in one of my rustic baseboards down here. Because the sheetrock is not covering this wood, I'm putting a block here that's the same thickness to help keep my baseboard staying straight up and down. I've run out of wood for now, but this is what the baseboards are going to look like. It's a rainy day, so it's a good day to catch up on little tiny stuff. Here's Cindy's winter cardinals on the front porch. So I've got lots of little things that never got completely finished. Like right here above the door, you just got raw wood. I got some tape for the moisture barrier. It's showing, so it looks pretty bad. Went and cut and stained a piece of wood. Let's see, who is this? Oh, Claire's coming out the front door. I was gonna let this dry, but I decided I'm gonna go ahead and install it and let it dry after it's installed. one little block in this corner and we'll have it done. That's our view. So beautiful on a misty or foggy day. Seeing those layers of trees. Not so beautiful when you look at the mud holes, but just such a great view. Yes, two things in here. One, the lights for that window. This is a boot scrubber that is going to be awesome in the backyard, especially when we start digging for that shelter. So to me, that looks so much better. I'm so glad to, I've been walking in and out of this door for a year with it looking unfinished, and now it looks really good. Including that little corner right there, came out just right. Okay, I got all my trim installed again. I went ahead and put in the desk and put the bottom piece of trim in, so it's looking pretty good. I got those lights. I think that'll be a neat thing when you want to use it in the evening or sometime when you don't want to open the window. Cool. I got my wooden edge made. So now I've glued it, clamped it. I'm gonna start putting in some screws. I want to countersink them, and so I'm putting in screws because I'm more concerned about the strength than I am how it looks. So at least it's not a completely different color and have green or red screws in here. So I got the front edge installed on this countertop. Now we need a countertop for this. I'm gonna use this sheet of plywood. They call it whitewood. I would like to have something that's more like a maple or something, but because this is not really, it just doesn't look like a real wood finish. I'm not sure how this stuff is made, but it is a nice finish. And the way materials have been the past, gosh, what's it been, 2 years now? Plywood's been just an outrageous price. So this stuff is expensive, but not as expensive as trying to get a maple sheet or a birch or something like that. Just like on the other countertop, I'm putting a plywood border around it to support the front edge. Got a splinter. Okay, so should work as a good countertop. I don't know if we're gonna polyurethane that later. I'm not sure how this surface will take stain. So I guess we could stain and polyurethane that. I'm not doing a woodworking furniture project here. I'm just trying to get some countertops on here so we can go ahead and start using this space. I know Cindy's anxious to get in here and do some things. So we all know that cats love a laser. But you do know that sheep also love the laser?